Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Spartans will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work first. They'll try it over the left side. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
Been so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. The Spartans offense will go to work for the first time today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup. It's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Snagged out of the air. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Coming up, 4th down.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Finds him out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Off the play fake. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job on it.
The Sooners are marching down the field. Wants to throw. It's Fox. Gets it out quickly. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Fox. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. A little screen to the running back. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Attempt to try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Catch in the middle, it's Thorne. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop them.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Rides to back on the option, the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
At the 40-yard line, brings up second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give out of the gun. Got the first down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Moves away as he feels pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's locked. Turning it on! And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to the well. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The Sooners come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Spartans decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Fox. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quarterback gets enough. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense will quickly use a timeout. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Red pass, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
All right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
Gives it on the option. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Back, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. The Sooner offense returns to the field.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
They'll try the counter. Past the first down marker and still running. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 and pick up a 15. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
From the gun, the running back has it. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. The Sooners will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Hauls it in at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offense is don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat in 2nd?
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Looking downfield, it's Fox. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Sooners are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners. And the route is on. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, if he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off, you've got to have bodies flying to the football. Stop worrying about these wide receivers because this guy's dangerous with his legs.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Vasquez. Here's the pressure. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires to the tight end. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Spartans will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Defense gets it done this time, perhaps taking away a little of that bravado that this quarterback has shown running the ball.
And when you see it, you kind of get accustomed to it. You get used to the speed. You get used to the option and what you want to do to try to defend it and how to mix up the looks. Nice job mixing it up a little bit and getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Fox. They're working that left side.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Wells. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Using the quick game. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Under fire. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Let's go! Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And that is no good. And, guys, this will stay a 24-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, what your offense is going to be moving forward.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't.
Oh, he's got some space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. With the clock running, this should be the final play. To the ground to try to move the chains. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.